Brendan Small. What if the next coach they bring in is Coach McGurk from Home Movies?
What is
Go to Coach McGurk. Now there's a good coach. There's a good coach. He's going to give us some pretty good life lessons.
The following play-by-play of the night is brought to you by Rocky Stream, who stayed up and took notes after I foolishly assumed the fish would go to sleep. Cole talked directly to the camera again for I think the third time and said he likes detective work and thinks Brian is the infiltrator. Vance appeared in the same camera after him and said Cole is jacking his schizo style. A TTS tells Cole to scream, "Let's go," to hammer it home.
Let's go!
Whoa, let's go, Cole.
Shinji decides the time is right and begins to tell the fish that he was a male escort. Brian shows the camera that some pussy from Trish is on his Christmas list. The audience votes to move Trish upstairs, and the producers move him up after her. She tells him she doesn't want to do anything on camera. Jet sends up a full-size mattress, and Brian banishes Shinji to the closet so he can sleep on the mattress with Trish. Jet sends a series of TTS to Cole, telling him to wait by the doghouse, then one saying,
"Dogs belong here. It takes a bloodhound to track sad, sick puppy. Tune knows. Let's have a chat here tomorrow night, Cole."
Among the losers, Summer says she thinks TJ has a crush on Tay. Tay, Megan, and Summer talk about how offensive the judge is and say they only go along with it because they're afraid. Only a handful of hours after the losers go to bed, TJ wakes and gives the first house sermon.
You cannot, of course, guarantee that any given eating place, including your favorite restaurants, is absolutely safe. But you can tell a lot just by taking a hard, shrewd look, if you know what to look for. The following tips are offered by health officials and sanitarians and by Milton Glaser and Jerome Snyder.
Cole searches Jimmy's possessions while he's in the shower and finds condoms and a thingamajig. Miscellanea from the morning. Jimmy shouts, "Nigger."
The fuck is wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
Summer takes Jimmy aside and tells him to tone down the sexual humor. The fish learn that Jimmy doesn't need them to keep a pretense of active listening and begin to treat his yapping like morning radio. At noon, Jimmy and Bert discover the radio functionality on the record player works. Then Jet begs them to turn it off. Then TJ tries lifting weights without clamps and almost obliterates himself.
It's all good.
In the afternoon, Brian pours go-go squeeze on Cole's bed and pours screws on Bert's bed. In return, wait for it, Bert says she is gonna piss on his stuff. Fucking Bert, it's fucking day fucking 3. She backs down briefly, but commits and pees into a cup that she leaves in the shared bathroom. Jet calls a meeting and says they have to do a fashion show. Summer almost gets changed on camera and then barfs again. TJ, Summer, and Shinji are recognized for their outfits. Trisha and Summer discover the piss. Jimmy and Cole are accused in turn. Cole asks what color it was and decides it's a guy because Brian says it was brown. Nobody suspects Bert. The judge arrives and introduces Ryan, the Dallas Cowboys strength teacher. Summer and Jimmy go first, and Summer barfs. While others work out, the judge congratulates Megan. He says, "Go nuts, do anything." Trisha confronts Summer and asks her if it's okay to be in the house if she's having mental breakdowns all the time. In return, Jet talks to Summer about the workout. Summer asserts that she has no doubt she is strong and can stick it out, even if she appears to be weak. She singles out Trisha as a bully, but Jet informs her it's possible some other fish may think the same and are just not being honest. Now, very good friends, Brian talks to Jimmy about the show. He says to Jimmy, "Do you think anything is off limits besides raping or beating someone? This is not going to be chill." Trisha agrees with the judge that Summer is creepy and commits to fucking with her and Cole. Summer moves out of the pink room into the hall and overhears Brian and Trisha asking why she moved out. She explains that she just wants to sleep alone. She tells Tay, Bert, TJ, and Cole that she wants to sleep alone because although she is fine, She thinks the others will mess with her at night. Tay fumes and says she will go to bat for Summer. After talking about Coach McGurk permanently ruining the journalistic objectivity of this very serious endeavor, Jimmy takes the aforementioned other fish, Brian, JC, Trish, and Shinji, to try and solve the mysterious padlock in the pink room. Jet brings him a quesadilla, which he quickly shares. Although nobody but Shinji and Jimmy have made a clearly stated alliance yet, the battle lines to me seem to have crystallized here. Gigolo Shinji, peaked in high school Brian, unself-conscious Jimmy, catty Trisha, and Tiger Mom JC form a group of confident alphas. Defensive Cole, Femsel Meg, Libtard Tay, and possibly TJ form the strong but downtrodden betas. TJ's alliance is in the balance. Cole is his closest friend, but he seems to be crushing on Taylor. Jet explains that poker chips represent points, which are in-house currency tracked on the website. Jet accounts for everyone's current points to update the website. Some challenges will be paid in these non-payment advantage tokens. They do not have to tell each other how many chips they have. After fish toys are turned on for the first time, Summer barricades the pink room while fussing with her pills. Jet and Vance panic and enter the room, only for her to reveal that she was just hiding her new chips in a pill bottle. During a pep talk fish toy, Brian tells Jet he's going to try to fuck Trisha tonight. Chris Lynch arrives for bottle service. Jimmy tips Chris $100 in advance, in exchange for bringing him extra thingamajigs besides his medication from his car. A game of casual poker turns into a challenge for chips, which Megan wins. Jet asks Brian to teach the other fish to play card games. Because JC can't drink, Sam gives her a series of tasks to complete in exchange for $2,500. The tasks are making TJ go topless, taking someone's glasses, finding out everyone's least favorite fish, and giving Cole a mystery to solve. She's also tasked with stealing Megan and Summer's chips, but she simply asks for them, and they comply. After she finishes, she says she's not worried about winning Fishtank. She's just on the show for the experience. Meanwhile, everyone gets progressively more drunk. Jimmy kicks off story time at the bar by telling Chris that he has an 8-inch dick and that he's got more bodies than his age. Brian tells a debauched story about dealing with a crackhead. Summer says she fell down a flight of stairs at school while wearing huge platforms, and her high school friends accused her of raping an 11-year-old. The judge arrives and tells a traumatic story of being beaten by his stepdad, Ernie. Taylor and Summer both say they feel bad for judging the judge and understand him better now. Things get worse. Cole tries to tell a story, but the fish repeatedly drown him out. TJ has to crawl up the stairs on all fours. Summer reminds everyone to eat and drink water. Some people in the audience notice TJ making eyes at the girls, and Jimmy telling Summer that he is impressed by her. The last activity is the Epstein Client Challenge. The fish must come up with the names of the most people who are on the Epstein's client list. Jimmy's team hums along with his schizo list. Cole's team struggles, and TJ crashes so hard, Jet's portable car alarm doesn't wake him up. Jet moves TJ's shirts, which JC concealed in garbage, into the basement. He discovers that the fish didn't attempt to fix their beds, and the slats he sent someone to IKEA to replace were not actually broken, so he makes everyone stand in a corner for wasting production's time. Ben brings TJ down and he barfs. The other fish tuck him into bed and he goes to sleep listening to encouraging TTSs. I noticed the fish call TTS the speakers. Going forward, I'm going to call them that too. On the subject of the speakers, Jimmy received just one single message suggesting he attempt to do a backflip, so he decided to go apeshit.
Jimmy attempt a backflip.
I can attempt a front flip. Is that cool? That cool? Front flip?
Give me that!